You can come to your financials and find the financial reports, cash flow statement, and then you click OK. And there you have your Thank you for joining us to take a look at the new cash flow statement in SAP Business One. In the past, we didn't have the best options for getting a cash flow under the indirect method inside SAP Business One, but now we do. Let's take a look. So here's a quick peek at the end product, the cash flow report, and we are now going to show you how to get there. So I'm going to bring up a new SAP. And the first thing we have to do is we have to create a user-defined field. So this is a one-time setup. Once this is done, you want to do it again. Customization tools, user-defined fields management. You want to expand the master data area. Then click on the GL accounts. Once that's selected, you can click Add. And the field we need to put in here is AUD_CF for cash flow GRP, cash flow group. And we're going to set that to a width of 30 right now. And then you want to change your validation to valid values. And in these values, you're going to click New to insert the first one. And the first one of those is going to be O for operating. And then you can click New again. And we will put in I for investing. And then make sure we spell it right. And we put an F for financing. And then there's a couple other groups we want to put in here to manage make sure the report flows right. 1C for cash, for those cash accounts. We want to put a D in for deduct from income. And then one last one we can have in here, which is Z for just a not relevant. Once you have those set, you can just click Add. And it will tell you it's going to close all windows, which we're okay with here. If you have people on, you may want to do this after hours to prevent some messages going up on other screens. And you notice that now we have this set up. And the next step is to go into our chart of accounts. And you'll see in our chart of accounts, if I select cash, now what you want to do is you want to display the user-defined fields menu. And now you see that we have this field that we can assign. So in this case, this is cash. You'd have to change that, click update. This is a one-time definition. So once you've done it once, you don't have to come back. Report will run in the future. So accounts receivable, it would be operating as well. And you don't need to define anything that is a level revenues and above because we have that predefined. The only exception to that would be if you have any depreciation account. Let me just pull up one of those. So if you have a depreciation account, you would want to put that to deduct from income. And if you know how cash flow works, anything that is a non-cash related expenditure such as an amortization of goodwill, depreciation, intangible assets, they need to be added back to income. So you could update that. Once you've gone through your accounts, then the next step is to assign the subcategory. You remember on a cash flow statement, we have these major categories, which are operating, investing, and financing. And then underneath that, we have subcategories. So if you go to the account details, this is a field that's already in SAP. You'll see I've got this one defined, but if I want to go to the next one, click account details, that one's defined as well. So some of them I already had set up in here, but you can choose from a variety of accounts in here or subtitles, and you can define new ones if you need to for your report. So typically, you'll have several accounts receivable, maybe advance accounts that go under receivables, depending on how you want to see the cash flow. So it has some flexibility there. Once you're done, you just make sure you update that both on the detail screen and on the chart account screen. Once that's done, you are ready to import the report. So we're going to go to Administration, Setup, and then go under General. In case you've never done this before, it's under the Report and Layout Manager. This is where you can import an AUDIS report into SAP. So you come to the Import button and you want to click Next. And then you want to browse to the file where you have that report, and you can pull it in, and it defaults to layout, but this is a report. A layout would be for sales orders, invoices, things like that. So once you have that chosen, you want to select where you want that to be. Now, financial has some sub-reports. You could put it under financial, but you do have some cash flow statements under there already. You could put it at the head at the top level, financial reports. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to click Finish. And it's going to add that report, and you can close this down. So I'll show you how this works in my database with data in it. So you can come to your financials and find the financial reports, cash flow statement. And then you have to select dates, or you can enter them by hand if you want. And then you click OK. And there you have your cash flow report, which has our net income, our adjustments to net income, investing activities, financing activities, and your reconciliation of cash. So that's how it's that simple. Check out our site at www.audis.com where you can find this report, and there will be a link in the description. Thank you very much for your time.